Ladies and gentlemen, tonight on LolCow Live, we deal with the aftermath of Boogie declaring war on S1K, Zay Zudit, Buff Weeb, Batgirl, Xylee, and everybody else in the Discord. Plus, Trump got peace, but after the peace treaty, the bombing started again. And a transgender went to Disney World in Florida and filmed in the goddamn girls' bathroom, flexing that he/she or whatever was able to go in there. Hey, okay, all right. But the thing was, a mother and a children were in the bathroom, all right? The same thing that fucking Roxy did, except for this person actually filmed someone, and now they're being investigated by the Florida AG. Get fucked. You're looking at 5 years in prison. And we have some uplifting stories, some positive. I swear there's something positive's happening somewhere. I'm pretty sure of it. Did I ever get that redirect? Did I get that redirect from Nerds? I don't think I did. It's okay. Tomorrow we'll just go live on Nerds. We'll go live directly on that fucking channel. Show starts now.
It's the same old thing. Boogie is lying while Keem's trying to talk the wins. They be bullshit.
Jarek the Red, thank you for the 5 bomb. AMAC talking smack. Welcome to the Cash Cow. We'll see you in the Discord soon, Smitty.
Low-cow, Nick. But it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low-cow, Nick. But it's the loud
Keep that energy. Keep that energy.
Now Boogie got his nipples tippled from a hippie Twiggy who was pretty but shitty towards little Stevie, and 50 years later we all pay
Alex Fair, thank you for the 12 months.
Things that only kings could dream of this history. He leaked to the show and we all pay for it twice. And if
Ken Worth 65, thank you for the 6 months.
Like the shit in our eyes, then prize we still pay a price.
Gwen, thank you for the 6 months.
You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low-cow, Nick. But it's the loud cow. You be watching it,
Kane Norris, thank you for the 4 months. Salty, thank you for the 9 months. Donkey Nuts, thank you for the 9 months. CC with the 1 gifted. Maturity with a 5 bomb.
You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Now Keem's theme is the Scream Team, but mean
Punch, thank you for the 4.
And later come clean, but it was all a dream and he owns everything. And the Iron Team was him.
Yep.
And the stream team's keen to be the
Megan C's, thank you for the 11 months as Paid Pig. Kilo, the Elite, thank you for the 2 months. Guys, let's get those likes up. We got a big show. We got a big fucking show tonight. I forgot to tell you, we got Dad coming on talking about that creator clash. I couldn't even fit that in the intro.
But it's the loud cow. You be watching it, you clicked it just now. Low cow, Nick. But it's the loud cow.
Eddie Trooper, thank you for the 10 months. I love you just as much as you love this show, ho. We putting them in a row. Tic-tac-toe. Mystic Moonlight with the 3 months. All right, y'all ready to start this thing? Wings. Boogie Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the absolute worst podcast on all of YouTube. You're watching LolCow Live. Keith Palmer, thank you for the 8 months. Guys, we got a big show for you. Halfway through the show, we're going to get Dad on to talk about Creator Clash. So that'll be right at the top of the hour at 7. Before we even get to that, Boogies and all kinds of dramas and stuff, we're going to address to that. We told Rastov to take another night off.
Darius super chatted $20. At Skippy62, Abel, holy crap, YouTube royalty in the chat.
Got LA Beast in the
good DAYYYY.
We got LA Beast in the chat. What's up, brother? All right. Without further ado, Let's get in the Arkansas Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Boogie 2988. What is what is up, Content King?
Slept. I don't like talking about none of this shit. There's a lot of people that have been gaslighting me, saying you shouldn't have said anything. You shouldn't have done anything. You should just let them do what they do. Man, fuck y'all. I'm pissed off about it because every group I've ever been in, and I've done several group therapy sessions with abuse survivors, they've all said, you see something, you say something. You see something, you say something. I've had people telling me.
Time out. There's a lot of people that didn't watch the show yesterday that are watching right now. Let me give the backstory. For those of you that don't know, the LCU is a series of different shows that all leading into each other. This show runs 24 hours a day on different channels and whatnot. And one of the shows is Zay Zudit, who hosts Lolcow Nerds. And she's got a very toxic boyfriend. And yesterday, Boogie said he thinks that S1K is abusing Zay Zudit. And now she's coming at him full force.
Well, not that I think it, I heard him do it. Not that I think it, I heard him do it. Glammy Lammy, who's in our network, also heard it. Pharaoh also heard it. I wasn't the only person. Also, she admitted to it yesterday. So it's not that I think it, it's that I heard it, and I'm saying that I heard it.
So that's what I'm talking about. You heard her crying, and then S1K, her boyfriend, was screaming at her.
Yes.
And you call that verbal abuse.
By definition, it's verbal abuse. Look, I don't know how people treat your significant others, okay? But through 30 years of therapy and everything else I've learned, when your partner breaks down in tears, you help them. As crazy as that is. As crazy as that is. Maybe I'm the crazy guy, but when your partner is having an emotional breakdown, you are kind to them and show them love and help them. I don't know, maybe I'm the weird one. Maybe I'm the weird one. That's what I've always done.
Well, I could just say this. Last night on Lolcow Rewind, you and Xylee got into it, and it got pretty fucking ugly.
Yeah. And I got into her on the Discord, too. By the way, if you're new to the show, if you become a member, you can join our Discord. I'm in there all the time. Everybody's in there all the time. And I got into it with Xylee last night. I wanted to go talk to her privately. And then fucking Steak last night goes live on his show and says Xylee ignored him when he brought something to her. What the fuck?
Let's wait. First of all, in case you missed Lolcow Rewind last night, Xylee and Boogie went to fucking literal war. All right.
Yeah.
This is what happened.
Some fucking money.
I still never got my point to you.
Let me leave with this. No. I want to ask you a question. Let me start with a question. Let me start with a question. What did Desi say wrong?
What the fuck is Batgirl doing in this clip?
Dancing for the chaos. I don't know. Trying to make it funny. I don't know.
She looks like she eats paint chips. What is going on?
I'm pretty sure she does.
What did Desi say wrong tonight? What did Desi say wrong tonight? Why? Xylee, why is it okay to attack Desi? What did she say wrong? What did she do wrong?
Even message her to see if she's okay.
Well, I don't talk to that bitch.
What you cared about was getting those views.
I don't even know what this argument was about. So
I'll give you the context.
Yeah.
Let me walk you through it. Okay, so I joined Rewind, and Zay Zudit is like, why didn't you DM me if you're so worried about me? Because I don't talk to you. You're not a good person. You were shitty to my girl. My girl doesn't want me to talk to you. Now, there was one other woman in our network who's no longer in our network that Desi told me she didn't want me talking to. How did that one play out? That person left our network and turned out to be one of the most uncomfortable people I've ever known. So when Desi says, I don't trust that person, I listen. And so Desi said, stay the fuck away from her. She's not good people. I stayed the fuck away from her. So you know what? Desi got online and said that, my girlfriend Desi, and Zay came at Desi. Oh, Desi's a fucking retarded bitch. She's fucking shitty. She sucks. Fuck her. Don't say that shit about my girl. Desi didn't do nothing wrong. All Desi did was say, I should stay the fuck away from you. So Xylee, I thought at the time, Xylee was signing off of it. She goes, how dare you? How dare you get upset that she's coming at Desi when that is my understanding of it. How dare you get upset that she's coming at Desi when you've been going after Zay? Well, Zay did something wrong. I was mad at Zay because she came on this show yesterday and said that this show is scripted, that I was reading a script. She said she lied on Keem's name. She lied on my name. She lied on this show's name.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Then she dragged me out of my own show. She kicked me, or maybe it was Gafgarian, but they knocked me out of my own fucking show. So yeah, hey, Zay, I just want to be honest with you at this point, okay? I was going to save this for the end, but let me say it now, okay? I don't know if S1K is hurting you or not. I pray that he's not. I did. I got on my hands and knees right here and prayed for you. But you know what? Maybe everyone in chat's right. And maybe they're right. Maybe you deserve exactly the life you've chosen for yourself.
CNN.
Maybe you deserve, no, let me finish. Maybe you deserve exactly the life you have chosen for yourself. And I will be here watching you live it with a big fucking grin on my face. And I'll pray every day that it's a good one. But just remember, you deserve the life you've chosen.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, so CNN, I forgot his name, said the show is ass. We told you it's the worst show on the internet. Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to Boogie thinking Zay Zuda is getting beat by her boyfriend, S1K, all right, based on Boogie hearing him screaming at her when she was crying, this is what Zay Zuda had to say in her defense, because she claims her boyfriend is not abusing her. She said this.
Bipolar manic episode, since I have to get so transparent that I owe you all this. You guys saw when I had that little sprain thing on my hand for a few days? There was a day when Nerds was not going good. I slept in way too much, I didn't plan anything, and I was freaking the fuck out. I started punching the fuck out of the floor. And it was like 5 minutes till the stream, and he was like trying to get me to stop, and I fucked up my hand when I did that, and that's why everyone was like, my friends, when they came up and they were roasting me, they're like, no more punching the floor. Like, it was like a joke because, you know, I freaked the fuck out, and I punched the fuck out of the floor, and he was like trying to get me to stop. He's like yelling at me, and he's like, please stop. And then I jump immediately. Shut up, Boogie.
Oh, hold on. I have the opinion.
So let me tell my story because you told yours.
I have the opinion that yelling at you would not be constructive.
Boogie, so you don't know. Shut the fuck up.
We'll get that opinion.
Holy
second while she
fuck.
finishes.
So then from there, I immediately jump. That happened on the floor right here, right in front of where my cat stuff is. I jump right to the PC chair. I start setting up OBS like in a frantic, like just a paranoid like attack. And he's yelling. He's like, stop. He's like, do not start the stream like this. He's like, do not do this to yourself. He's like, you don't ever want to put this out there. And I was like, I know, but I was like, I can't. And I just jumped in the live on air and he was still saying like, stop, don't. And then everyone was like, what's going on? Because I'm just like crying. I'm sobbing. And I was like, he's yelling at me. I'm panicking. But me saying he's yelling at me wasn't saying he's yelling at me and treating me like shit. I was saying all the things that were going on in my brain at that time because I was having a fucking bipolar episode, to be honest. And you know what actually does calm me down? Somebody yelling at me and fucking grounding me sometimes because I can be a fucking idiot. And I will start throwing things. I will start hitting things. I will start being violent to myself because I have problems.
Same. I completely fucking understand. I completely fucking get you, Zay. I have BPD. Bipolar and BPD are very fucking similar. I am the same fucking way. I need somebody to fucking yell in my face to ground my ass.
Bitches, shut the fuck up! They want to be yelled at?
I think they're right. Hey, Desi, come here for a second.
They want to be yelled at?
Desi, come here for a sec. Can I talk to you? One sec. I think they're right.
Is that a green light to just verbally abuse Zay Zuda and Batgirl?
We're practicing now. So here, you remember, how do I treat you normally when you cry and stuff? Do I hold you and help you through your... Well, Zay Zuda's convinced me. I'm going to scream in your face that you're a dumb fucking cunt from here on out. Is that good? Let's do that. She's right. Zay Zuda and Batgirl say the next time you're having an emotional breakdown over your chicken dying or family issues, like you just had a death in the family, I'm going to be right here going, your uncle died, you dumb cunt, you dumb bitch, you fucking whore, ha ha ha, your uncle's dead, fuck you. Well, there you go. I guess that's what I do now.
Boogie.
Thank you, Zay. I was doing it wrong. I was hugging her and helping her. I was comforting her. I must be the dumbass.
Why'd you bring up the dead uncle? What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm saying the next time she's crying, that's the last time she cried was her uncle died. I need to yell in her face. The last time she cried was when her uncle died. I have to yell in her face.
What? That's been clipped. That's been clipped. Look,
Good.
Look, here's the thing. I don't understand what the fuck Zay Zudit and Batgirl are saying in this clip. They're like, I need to be yelled at. I need to be grounded and stuff. Like, what the fuck? You're full-grown women. You're not children. Like, what the fuck?
People are saying I'm abusing my girlfriend, but it's not abuse when S1K does it to her, right? What I just did right there was a comedy sketch, and you call that abuse. But when S1K yells at his girlfriend in her fucking face the same kind of shit when she's having a nervous breakdown, that's not abuse. You guys are hypocritical fucks.
What? Chat, is anyone else confused at what Zay Zudit and Batgirl are saying? I seen this when it happened live last night, and I was like, what? I turned the show off. They're like, yeah, I need to be screamed at. I need to be grounded. What the fuck?
Everybody in chat saying that I need to apologize for that. I talked to Desi about doing it earlier, for the record. She had no problem with it because she knows I'm not actually like that. Unlike S1K, who is.
You're okay.
I love you, baby.
I'm just so confused as Zay Zudit and Batgirl saying this. It blew my mind. I was like, what?
Hey, guys, ones in chat, if you agree, the best way to handle someone when they're crying and they're hurting and they're in pain, the best thing to do is scream in their face. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Scream in their face, scream in their face. Ones in chat, if you're that fucking retarded.
Well, I will say this. Remember when S1K made those allegations against King Scott?
Yeah.
He made allegations against King Scott that King Scott allegedly did something bad to Wonder Woman. He made it up out of thin air. So it's kind of gone full circle.
Well, I don't think it was thin air. I think it's called projection, but go off, you know.
But in reference to this, Steak had this to say on Aussie about the whole situation. I'm going to put this on faster speed. Bear with me. This will bring us... Boogie briefly referenced this, but let's get to it.
Day. It's been a long fucking day. Been a lot of bullshit going on. LCL was something to behold. Boogie went the fuck off. Told a baseless accusation. Not so baseless. Boogie had his reasons. He heard a woman getting yelled at by someone who's a piece of fucking human garbage to 90% of the Discord. Unless you give his girlfriend money. If you give his girlfriend money, he'll be real nice to you. You can go hang out in the Nerds VC and have a good fucking time in your echo chamber. But when Zay makes a baseless fucking accusation against me, does Xylee fucking cover that? Yes, she does. It's up there on Rewind. She covers it. Does she call it a baseless accusation because there's no fucking proof? No, Xylee covers it. But shout out to Billy the Fridge.
Shout out to Billy the Fridge.
So wait. Zay made a baseless allegation against Steak, right? And I believe the allegation is that Steak told her to go off herself in Minecraft, right? And Steak's like, show me the proof. I never did that.
Right. Well, don't forget, Zay came in and demanded proof of a private conversation, which I don't record private conversations. It's not true unless you have the proof. Where's the proof? But then when it comes to Steak, she has no proof. And we're all supposed to take her claim serious? Xylee took it serious, but I don't know why Xylee took it serious. I know Xylee protects the women in the LCU. I guess that's it. Is that the thing, Xylee? Is that you prefer the women over the men? I don't know, but she took that way more serious.
How come? Yeah,
no proof. No proof.
How come Xylee didn't go after Zay like she went after you last night?
Yeah, I don't know. Because that's her kids. That's her daughter. She's got to protect her daughters. Is that it? So I think I can figure. The rest of us out here getting fucking eaten by the wolves, but Zay can say whatever the fuck she wants. I get destroyed because I meant well yesterday, because I said I saw something, so I said something. I get destroyed on Rewind. I get destroyed in the Discord, but that's okay. Zay can lie as much as she wants. Nerds today was full of fucking lies. Just go off. You can lie as much as you want. I don't care, apparently. No one does.
You okay?
No, I haven't slept. Talking about this abuse shit, my hands have been shaking. I'm miserable. I don't like talking about abuse at all for obvious fucking reasons, man. Now it's all I've done for 24 hours is talk about this shit.
Keem, because Boogie effed up. I don't think he did. I disagree with Xylee wholeheartedly. If Zay Zudit is a public figure, Boogie heard a conversation of S1K screaming at Zay Zudit. In his opinion, right, he thinks that she might be in an abusive relationship. He has a right to fucking say it. I don't know how he fucked up, bro.
Also,
Boogie's
the
not.
bruises on her arm a couple weeks back. Also, the fact that S1K is a piece of shit to everyone around us. Also, the fact that Zay acts, every time his name is brought up, Zay acts like an abused girl, like every abused woman I've ever known or every abused child I've ever known. She acts exactly like that, the way she defends them. She deflects, she redirects, she turns it back on the other person. She never addresses the issues. 2 hours, 4 hours of nerds today. How much proof of what a great guy S1K did they do? Did they spend 4 hours dragging me? Hey, guess what? You can drag me all you want. I'm the bad guy. I'm the one who launched the crypto coin, just like Donald Trump. I'm the guy who said he had cancer before he had it fully diagnosed. I'm your bad guy. I'll be your fucking bad guy. But I was still worried about you, you dumb purple-haired cunt.
Overlord, who is a moderator in our chat, said, Keem is retarded as well, for fuck's sake. You know how many people get locked up for false allegations with no
James
proof?
super chatted $27.
Someone wrote a whole book based on a lie.
18 minutes and 0 seconds on reward. Boogie screamed at Xylee to off herself in Minecraft.
No, I did not.
Overlord, I feel like you're retarded, all right? See, I used to run and still run a company called Dromeler. I do this
Gonzo
day in
super chatted
and day
$20.
out.
They're pissed because you were yelling her while telling her yelling is a form of abuse.
If she didn't want to get yelled at, then she should not have come. Number one, I'm not her partner. Number two, it's not my job to take care of her. She's a host in the LCU. Number three, she came into my show and drug me out of my show. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if you're being abused. If you destroy my show, if you destroy my livelihood, if you come at my show, I'll scream at you too. If you come at me, I'll scream at you. Now, I'm not going to scream at my partner when my partner's crying her eyes out. That's a little different to me. But I'll scream at another host, and your pussy pass does not protect you from my fucking voice. Your pussy pass, when you try to destroy my show and drag me out of my fucking show, your pussy pass does not protect you here.
I just want to, again, respond to our moderator, Overlord, who's saying Keem is retarded as well, for fuck's sake. You know how many people got locked up for false allegations with no proof? Someone wrote a whole book based on a lie, by the fucking way. Boogie didn't put out any false allegation. Boogie said that he fears that Zay's in an abusive relationship based on what he heard. And then he said a bunch of key fucking reasons on why.
$20. Boogie, I think you meant well, but calm down.
I don't mean well anymore. I want to make it clear. I don't mean well anymore. Let her live the life she's chosen. Enjoy it. You deserve the life you've chosen. Stew in it. I no longer care. I saw something, so I said something. I did my due diligence. What you choose to do with that, Zay, is now on you.
I mean, imagine if we just shut down everybody's opinion. Imagine if Rewind wasn't allowed to have opinions anymore on host.
Super chatted $20. Boogie is a one-man army and I'm all for it. Fire BPD. Women are a different breed. They tend to romanticize abusive behaviors and fall into these traps easier.
Well, it does seem like Batgirl and Zay Zudit like to be screamed at. I'm just saying. But imagine if we went to Xylee and Rewind and we said, hey, you guys are not allowed to have opinions on the other host anymore. You can't have an opinion unless you have hardcore facts.
And once again, to the retards in chat, why did I yell at her? Because she came into my show, said the show was scripted, then drug me off of my own show so I could no longer do my show. So when I got back, I yelled at her. That's what you do when someone tries to destroy your fucking show.
Slurp said King Jong-un is censoring opinions. Well, they're trying to say that Boogie's not allowed to have an opinion, all right? Boogie was in a call. he heard this fight going on between Zay Zuda and S1K. He felt like it was abusive. He knows what abuse is. He's experienced it. He's picked up on all these similarities. He's read books about it. He's been in fucking therapy over this shit, right? And in his opinion, he fears that Zay Zuda is an abusive relationship. So he voiced his opinion. And dude, the way that Boogie was attacked yesterday was hilarious. Because to me, it just looks so hypocritical. Everybody saying Boogie wasn't allowed to have an opinion are some of the most opinionated people in the fucking LCU. It blew my fucking mind, the hypocrisy.
Yeah. And you know what? They've convinced me. They're right. I don't give a fuck anymore. I ain't gonna see shit. I ain't gonna say shit. I don't care. Live your life. I don't give a fuck. Live your life. You made your choices. Live in them.
T. Patty said an accusation is not an opinion. Boogie, was it your opinion or was it an accusation?
It was my opinion. Did I say I know for sure? No, I said I believe it in my fucking heart. I believe it in my chest.
I remember Boogie saying, I pray I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong.
I said it over and over again. Said it here, said it on Rewind, said it on the Discord. I pray that I'm wrong. Please, if I'm wrong. I said if I'm wrong, I apologize. I said it over and over again. I'll say it again now. I pray that I'm wrong. On my hands and fucking knees, God, please protect that girl. God, please protect that girl.
It sounds like Boogie was giving an opinion then. Boogie wasn't saying, I know for a fact you're being abused. Sounds like it was his opinion.
Hold on a second real quick. Hey, God, I actually forgot. I changed my mind. It's up to her. Don't worry about her. She got it. Everybody on the Discord say she got it, God. She don't need your help, God. Amen.
They're saying that I'm sweeping. Those motherfuckers have been sweeping ever since Boogie said something. They've all been sweeping.
Well, I'm not going to sweep at all. I'm going to give them 100% credit. She deserves the life she got. She deserved the life she got. She deserved the life she got. I ain't sweeping at all. You guys are right. You guys are right.
Boogie, imagine if you weren't allowed to have any opinions on other hosts, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they don't like my opinion. And also, they don't like me. So I ain't gonna sweep no more. I ain't gonna sweep no more. Fuck the bitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the bitch. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the bitch. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Slugger. Hey, Slugger. Do what you gotta do, I guess.
All right, let's continue. I mean, remember when Zay said that you colluded with Yo Mama?
Oh, yeah.
How come she didn't get hit on that? Because that was like a false allegation, straight up false allegation.
Of course, it was a false allegation. Doesn't matter.
It wasn't her opinion.
She can do whatever she wants.
It wasn't her opinion.
What she wants. She's got purple hair. She can do whatever she wants.
It wasn't an opinion. She said you did it. It was not an opinion.
She's allowed to lie as much as she wants. She's got a platform for her. We give her a platform to do whatever the fuck she wants. So.
I mean, it's so ridiculous.
She can lie on me and lie on Steak in the same day, and it don't mean shit. She can do what she wants. She's a seasoned liar because she lies about what happens in her own house, in my opinion.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
She's good at lying. I'm bad at it. I had to get a liar tattoo. I got caught. She good at it, though.
DP the God super chatted $19.99. Speaking of abuse, have you guys seen the stuff Fat Joe is being accused of? His former hype man is suing him for $20 million and accusing him to participate in over 4,000 naughty acts.
Oh, no. We got another Diddy situation. I have not. I'm going to look into that. But all I'm saying is Zay Zuda made allegations against Boogie, allegations against Steak, allegations against a lot of people. I don't see fucking Rewind covering that. They're only focused on Boogie, bad Boogie. Bad Boogie.
I mean, I'll give credit to Billy and Xylee. Xylee had her opinion. She put her opinion all up my face. That's fine. She did what she had to do. She did what she felt she needed to do. Billy and Steak gave him his flowers for this too. Billy was the voice of reason last night. People said he was sweeping too, but he gave the other side's opinion. I don't even know if Billy agrees with everything he said last night, but he was being a good host and a good broadcaster. Xylee came from one side. Billy came from the other. People attacked Billy for that too. Billy attacked guys got attacked for daring say maybe I meant well, because I did. Billy got attacked for saying that maybe it was reasonable for me to say something because I saw something. Billy got fucking drugged too, and I'm sorry, Billy. I'm sorry you got fucking drugged for being a reasonable person.
Yo, Slaughter the dog said Keem is just sexist. This is great. I got you motherfuckers like on tilt, bro. You're spamming the brooms. You're coming up with every other fucking excuse why Zay Zudit's allowed to just fucking put out false allegations. This is great. This is great. This is what W's are like. When you see tears like that in the chat, that's a fucking W, Boogie. You won. You won. You got Xylee fucking just completely off of all of her merits, everything she believes in. She's just off in La La Land, just focusing on you and only you.
She's coming me as hard as she wants. I can take it, Xylee.
You got
say whatever you want.
Zay putting up 1 million false allegations, Buff Weeb going against his morals. You have destroyed all these people, including the fucking brooms in the chat. They're fucked in the head. They don't even know what is fucking right and wrong anymore.
Well,
They're
once again, I agree with him. I should have, when he yelled at her, I should have been there going, keep yelling, keep yelling, keep yelling, go, keep yelling, keep yelling, yeah, screaming at bitch's face, S1K, fucking get up in it. Get up, you guys are right. Fuck her, you're right. Root S1K on. Get to yelling, slugger. Get to work, get in that bitch's face. You guys are right.
It's true though. In my opinion, Boogie fucked up all these people. They're all fucked. They've all lost their mind. Like, you know, we got Batgirl up there. I need someone to scream at me. Like, what the fuck?
Don't forget to get in Batgirl's face too. Get up in there, S1K. Maybe you can pull double duty. You can scream at both those bitches. Let's go.
I mean, look, could you have handled it a better way? The criticism, could you have talked to her in private? Yes.
No, I can't because my girl knows better.
But you could have. You could have.
No, but she would have leaked everything and try to make it look bad like she just did on Desi, like she just did on me. She's a snake piece of shit.
I'm not saying Boogie's totally innocent, right? I'm just saying, for the most part, the criticism you're getting is insane. You're not allowed to have an opinion.
There's one fair criticism, and I'll agree.
I mean,
100%.
you got fucking Zay
I agree
Zudit.
100%. There's one fair.
Zay Zudit and S1K, they run marathons on all the other hosts and talk all kinds of crazy shit, right? And how, oh, Boogie, you're not allowed to have an opinion on Zay. She's a protected class. No, she's fucking not. Xylee lost her mind with that, all right? Lost her fucking mind. Like, I don't know where she was coming at last night. That blew my, she goes, you wouldn't cover that on fucking Drama Alert. Like, it's an opinion. It's not a fucking story. You know, it's, anyhow.
I just wanted to thank everyone, by the way. One more thing. You're right. I did scream at Zay yesterday when she was on live. And Zay, you're welcome. Since that helps you, since that calms you down, I'll be sure to always scream in your fucking face every chance I get, since I know it's helpful. Since I know it helps calm you down.
Okay.
I can't wait. Maybe me and S1K can dog team you. We'll get on either side of you. We'll scrape in your face together.
Boogie, chill out with your terminology.
She likes it. She likes it.
All right. Glammy, you were in the call.
Hi.
You were in the call. All right.
I was.
So obviously Zay Zudit has reached out to you prior to you joining right now, right? To talk about the call? I thought she managed you guys.
The fact that I was already going to plan on coming up here because of the fact that I was in that call. That I couldn't hear S1K. The headphones, I didn't hear him yelling at all.
Did you hear her say, please stop yelling at me? Because I sure did.
I heard her say, it's not going to help to yell. Yelling's not going to help.
Oh!
And then I heard her say that she, wait, though. She cleared
But she's
that
lied
up,
last
though.
night. She said it does help. She lied last night. She says it's the only thing that does help. You're now saying that she said it doesn't help during the call. I remember that too, for the record.
Yo, time out. I don't see any brooms in chat anymore. Where are the brooms at? You fucking frauds. You fucking frauds. Where'd those brooms go? Go ahead, Glammy.
Okay. Well, Boogie was trying to help. However, Zay was having a hard time. She couldn't go live. So he was trying to say, okay, don't worry about anything. Don't worry about the show. We just want to calm you down and help you out and get you on the show. So he was saying, okay, you know, have your feelings, whatever you're feeling, just go on the show. That was it.
And he was screaming it, and she said, please, screaming doesn't help.
The only thing I heard was Zay said, yelling at me, screaming or yelling is not gonna. I think it was yelling. Yelling isn't gonna help.
Well, no, she said
However,
it does help. It does help. Case closed, everybody.
Super
Thank you,
chat is
Glammy. Thank you, Glammy.
$135.60.
Case closed.
Boogie
Boogie
fix
was
your
right
wall.
all along.
Okay,
Yay!
Boogie, stop. We got a $100 donation. Boogie, fix your wall from Sora. Sora, thank you so much for the $100 dono. We don't get
He
red
promised
donos
to
a lot.
help. Where's my fucking build materials, boss? What are we doing this weekend?
Wait, but that's one context. I've been in VCs and calls alone with Zay. I've been in there with S1K. I've been in tons of calls without, and we've spent hours on the phone. I have never, in any type of context, do I believe that S1K hurt Zay at all.
He just yells at her when she asks him not to. That's it.
They
Yeah.
got into a minor fight. That's a fight. Like I get into them with Mr. Glammy. That doesn't mean that he and I beat each
When he
other up.
breaks down in tears and he's like, please don't, please don't. Do you scream in his face?
When I'm going through it, if I'm going through it and he ends up trying to calm me down, yes, I have yelled at him.
Awesome, everybody, I will scream at Desi's face every chance I get now.
Okay.
You guys, Glammy's right. I can't wait. Desi, you're a whore. Fuck you. You guys are right. You guys are right.
Okay, okay,
All three are
okay.
completely different.
Okay. Well, here's the important thing, right? Boogie heard a conversation. Glammy's been in a call with Zay a million times. She's never heard anything like that, right? So look, it is what it is. Maybe Boogie's wrong, but I think it's wrong to tell Boogie he can't have an opinion. That's what really bothered me.
Having an opinion, yes, everybody should have an opinion. I agree with that. That I do agree with. But there's never been
These
any type
people
of
have
thing
completely-
that has
somebody
ever
said-
made me feel that S1K hurt Zay. She's
Good, great. All I said was I heard him yell at it, and you corroborated it and think
You didn't hear shit. I didn't
No,
hear
you just heard her begging him to stop. You just heard her saying, please don't do that.
It's a bigger deal than it is. You're making it a bigger deal than it was.
No,
She
you
just
guys
gave
are.
me
I
a
said
moment.
what I fucking said. It should
Glammy,
already be over.
Time out.
It should already be over.
Time out, Glammy. He told me about this like months ago.
Yes.
Yes.
He was like, dude.
We were on nerds.
He told me, like, in private, he was like, look, dude, I think that S1K dude is an abusive piece of shit. Like, I heard him screaming at Zay, and she was in tears.
No, he didn't hear shit. I
did, but okay, at least we can. We heard her ask him to stop yelling. It doesn't help when you yell. Please don't. We can at least agree we heard that.
No, she said, well, yelling isn't going to help. That's all she said. She didn't say please. She wasn't
point out that yelling doesn't help. Does that probably mean someone's yelling? Does that mean if I say, hey, tapping me on the forehead doesn't help? Doesn't that give you a pretty good indication someone's tapping me on the fucking forehead, Glammy? Use your fucking brain. Use your fucking brain. If you ask someone not to yell at you, it's probably because they're yelling.
There's a difference for somebody who's tapping you on the head.
Hey, Glammy. Oh, you're right. I should ask you not to do irrelevant things. Hey, Glammy, stop stacking Lego bricks. Stop playing
time
Stop doing irrelevant things you're not doing.
Time out. I don't know if the brooms are for me or Glammy. Who are the
They're
brooms
clearly
for?
for Glammy. She's sweeping like a motherfucker.
No, I'm not sweeping. Fuck you.
Clearly you are. Clearly you are.
No, I'm not. You said there's a difference between somebody who's touching you on the head and you're saying, please, that's not going to help, versus, please stop. Make it stop. Stop! You're making it sound way
She cried.
more
She was
dramatic
crying, and
than
she
it
said,
was.
"Yelling doesn't help." Clearly, he was yelling. Clearly, he was yelling. Clearly, he was yelling. She wouldn't have asked him to not to yell if he wasn't yelling.
All right. Well, guys, listen. This is just going in circles. Glammy, thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to say on it? Final word?
Zay is fine. S1K doesn't do anything to her. Stop it.
All right.
Also, here's another way we know that he yells at her. She admitted it in the clip we just played. Here's another way we know he was yelling at her. She admitted it on yesterday's stream.
Okay,
so I don't
stop.
even know how it's up for fucking question, Glammy.
Yeah, Glammy coming in saying he wasn't yelling is stupid because Zay admitted that he was yelling at her. So it's like, remember the clip? Her and Batgirl both said, we like getting yelled at. We need to be yelled at.
UPGR
I can't wait to yell at them both.
super chatted $20. Wings choke slams Kelly and you say you don't think he's an abuser but you hear yelling and make 2 episodes out of it. Boogie taking L's for content.
Okay,
Give
well,
the
I
man
mean,
an Oscar.
it's not 2 episodes, but we
I
have
will
to address.
point out,
Things
look at the
super chatted
screen. Where's Jordy?
99 cents. Broom, 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 broom for Keem because I can't pay my rent.
Okay, fuck off, Max. Fuck off, Max.
Can I say what I'm going to say? Let me finish, and then you can take it from there, boss, because I know it's your company. But I would like you to take a look at the screen real quick.
Yeah.
And tell me where the fuck Jordy is, because we immediately suspended the guy to try to get to the bottom of it, and then we got to the bottom of it, and ooh, shit. Oh no, we were in constant contact with Kelly. I messaged Wings 4 days ago. I messaged Kelly a week ago. We've done
$20. I trust Boogie's opinion because he researched enough to lie about abuse on YouTube for views, so he probably know the signs.
Oh, here we go. We got
Super
Say
chatted
Zuda here. 1 minute.
I ain't saying shit to this bitch.
Glammy looks like the grandma from the Addams Family movie.
She does.
Zora,
That's good because
stop.
I only have one thing to say before I leave. The
I
way
have something
you're
to say to you
framing
before you leave, too.
this is not at all what I said. When I said that he was yelling at me, I said it was when I was punching and hitting the floor because I was acting like an irrational fucking retard.
And
yeah, he
yelling
should have
always
yelled
helps
at me in that
rational people.
moment.
Yelling, oh,
But you
hey,
know
Boogie,
what?
stop.
let me help you
Boogie.
out. Hey,
I'm
Zay, let me
server
help
muting
you
him.
out. Hey, Zay, ah!
Okay, I server muted him. Sorry for that. Go ahead, Zay.
And the way you're framing it, Boogie, as if he called me a bitch or called me some sort of names or insulted me, he never once has ever in our entire relationship insulted me. And I've cleared that up on every single show I've been on. But you know what, Boogie? Go watch Nerds Today and see how you treat your woman.
Okay, I'm going to unserver mute you, Boogie. You are unserver muted. Go ahead, Boogie.
I'm not going to watch your shitty show. Everyone else can. I hope they do. But all you did was parade up a bunch of lies, which is great. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad that you deflected. I'm so glad that you engaged in whataboutism. Instead of addressing your problems and your relationship, you decided to attack other people, which is what you and S1K do. Peace. So the thing I wanted to say to you before you left, Zay, you deserve the life you've chosen, and I can't wait to watch you live it. You deserve the life you've chosen. Enjoy strange dick. Enjoy flicking beat. Do whatever you gotta do. Enjoy S1K. Buddy. Snuggle up to him till Ice gets some.
Okay. Listen, Boogie, no more rants. Okay, no more rants, Boogie. Look, at the end of the day, you might be completely wrong, and you know that you might be completely wrong. All right?
I've admitted that.
But I'm gonna fight for your right to have a fucking opinion, Boogie. And I don't care what Rewind says, what Nerd says, what anyone says. You're gonna have a right to speak your fucking mind. Or there is no show. There is no LCU if you can't give your fucking opinion, right? There is no LCU. I mean, this is all based on the interactions between all of us hosts on all these shows, all right? And that shouldn't be shut down. You know, it's not like you made this up out of thin air. All right.
Some retard in chat just said you can't prove he yelled at her. The proof is she just came in and said he did. That would be the proof. Her admission that he did it. That would be the proof. Glammy corroborated, but more importantly, Zay corroborated it. You fucking retards.
Josie says in chat, or Jose says in chat, I don't know if ICE can deport him. He's an American citizen.
I have been told by there's rumors in the Discord that says he is not, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I say there's no harm in fucking saying it because I've heard it and I'm telling you what I heard.
Are you gonna call ICE on S1K Boogie?
No, I ain't no fucking snitch. They'll find him soon. By the way, yeah, everybody wants to bring up Lucy Fox. Play the Lucy Fox video. What, you want to? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's get into that. I don't care. Let her deflect. Let's deflect all she wants. I don't give a fuck. I'll talk about it.
Guys, chill. Here's the last thing that Steak wanted to say about all this. Let's just get to this and then we can move on. Because we're about to have Dad from Creator Clash on this show in about 15
Jared
minutes.
The Red super chatted $20. There's this other document that's called American Constitution, and the First Amendment is free speech. If you so feel so strongly about something or someone, you have the right to say how you feel, believe. Hashtag no censorship.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Proof that S1K hit Zay.
I haven't either.
I've seen no proof that S1K has ever even spoken negatively about Zay. What I can say is S1K has been soft stroking my dick.
Popagaga super chatted $19.99. Boogie, please try to calm down. I know it's tough, but listening to music can help. I recommend listening to Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons?
Dragon D's nuts. Dragon D's nuts across your face. That's what he said. Dragon D's nuts. Thank you.
We just leave Zay
Gaga.
alone if she said she's okay. I don't understand why we are dragging this.
We're not dragging it. We're
Tina
responding to
D's
the shit
life
last
coach
night,
super
Ultra.
chatted $20. I stand with Boogie.
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah, I'm going
Love
to
you.
defend Boogie's right to be wrong.
But again, I'll admit the bruises may not have been from S1K. I'll admit that. And maybe yelling at her is something she gets off on. I don't know. I'm just saying I heard her yell, and she admitted it, and he admitted it. And to me, yelling at a crying woman is not good. But you guys are right. Every time a woman cries, I'll yell in their face forever. I can't wait to yell at all the bitches. You guys are right.
By the way, I removed Overlord as a moderator. I don't think we should have a mod on our channel that's calling me a retard. No offense, but I don't trust
Overlord,
you anymore.
don't forget when you get home, scream in your partner's face.
I don't.
It helps.
Overlord, I don't trust you as a moderator if you're calling me a retard, dude. You gotta mod my channel, so I gotta be able to trust you, bud. All right, anyhow.
Not in a
Since
good way.
the second day I've been here, in a very not good way, in a
Yes, sir.
non-consensual way, stop
sir. Oh.
reaching out to me, S1K. I don't fuck with you, dude.
Seth looks super
All right,
chatted
that's all this clip is. Come on,
$19.99.
D-Money. We need better
Boogie
clips.
yelling at Zay more than S1K ever has. Who's the real abuser?
No, yelling at Zay is not abuse, Seth. You're confused. She likes it. She just said it helps.
D-Money.
Neither of us are abusers. We're allowed to yell at her as much as she wants. Everybody, when you see her in the Discord, yell in her face. It helps.
D-Money. All right. When you're making these dockets, if the title says steak goes off about S1K and Zay throwing Batgirl under the bus, I want to hear about them throwing Batgirl under the bus. All right. I just watched a good 30, 40 seconds of none of that, bro. Like, you got to help me out, dude. These clips got to bang. There's a lot of people watching. We got to get to the point.
The S1K hit Zay.
I haven't either.
You know,
I've seen no proof
Jesus.
that S1K has ever even
How do I get on this video itself?
spoken negatively
Bear with
about
me.
Zay. What I can say is S1K has been soft stroking my dick
Not in a
since
good
the
way. Facts.
Whether you hear it or not, you are. Boogie was right about a few things. You are the biggest piece of shit in the fucking Discord. You are verbally abusive to people in the Discord. You are mean as fuck. You and Zay do block people. You guys are shitty as fuck. And Zay wouldn't even know who the fuck I was if it wasn't for you. You know how much hate you independently by yourself, by just existing as you, just by talking.
Hold on. Somebody in the chat said D-Money looks up people's info for Keem. I have a whole fucking Drama Alert news team. Why would I need D-Money to do that?
Yeah, no shit.
I have a fucking news organization. Like, what are you talking about, retard?
Talking to people in main chat the way you do. You brought Zay more fucking enemies than Zay's past ever could have. And Zay said, oh, well, Steak's one of those guys that just hates sex workers. No, I hate people that talk shit about my wife and kid. So I talked about his girl. It's not my fault his girl happened to be a sex worker. That's his choice. I've never said a negative fucking bad thing about Beck.
Yeah, this is the weird thing that they're doing. Is they're like, don't go after my boyfriend, but they'll go after fucking Steak's wife. You know, they'll talk about Desi. They'll talk
his kids too, his wife and his kids. He
You
said.
know what I mean? Zay Zudit and Zay Zudit fans, rules for the not rule. That's why I'm so frustrated with Xylee. Xylee knows better that Zay's getting special treatment from this audience. She should know better, dude. But no, that doesn't get called out.
One more thing, by the way, on the Discord, they're saying it's racist to repeat the rumor that he might be an illegal. I don't even know what race he is, so I don't know how it's racist. I just know one thing. Get the illegals the fuck out of this country. If you are here illegally, get the fuck out and reapply and come here legally. If you have applied legally, you've earned it, I want you to be an American citizen, and I'm glad you're fucking here. But if your visa's expired, go the fuck home. If you snuck in, you're a fucking criminal, and my country cannot afford to pay for you anymore. So get the fuck out. And if S1K is illegal, get the fuck out and apply the right way, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you're German. I don't give a fuck if you're Indian. I don't know where the fuck you're from, and I don't care. Go back there if you're not legally here. And if you're legally here, welcome to America.
Oh my God.
After seeing these motherfuckers try to burn down LA, check every goddamn citizenship there is and move every motherfucker one of them out. You lost your rights when you tried to burn down LA. You lost your rights to being illegal here. I don't give a fuck if you're painting walls, doing construction, fucking picking fruit. I don't give a fuck what your job is here. We'll find a way to do it without you. You tried to burn down LA. You gotta go home now. Goodbye.
Are you all right?
Probably not.
Okay, calm down. I want to figure out how they threw Batgirl under the bus.
Batgirl, but you threw her the fuck up in it, didn't you? I felt fucking horrible. I got blessed that I was talking in main chat with Batgirl, and we were talking about music, and she sent me a DM, and I could apologize to her in private and say, hey, I am sorry that Zay threw your fucking name into that.
Don't bring Batgirl into it. Come on, Batgirl ain't hurt nobody.
Batgirl's a fucking awesome chick,
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Her screaming scared me, though. I'm gonna say
She's always been cool as fuck to me. You know why I've never fucking said a bad thing about Batgirl? Batgirl's never said shit about me. Not anything bad.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, so they tied Batgirl into their drama. All right, should we call Dad? We need a breather though. Let's wait this 8 minutes out before we call Dad. Let's call Dad. From Creator Clash, right at 7. Let's unwind here. Chat, voice your opinions on whatever's going on with Boogie.
Batgirl and now in chat is
super chatted $19.99. Okay, Boogie. Yes, I will go back to Mexico because you said so. Are you guys going to stream Putin's new interview? Boogie should react to Putin D's nuts in his mouth.
Batgirl in chat is saying now it came across wrong. She doesn't really mean yell in my face when I'm having a mental breakdown, when I'm whatever. She's saying it came across wrong. Yeah, it's okay. It did come across wrong. Sometimes something I said yesterday when I meant well came across wrong too. It sucks sometimes when we come across wrong. Yeah, maybe I did accidentally make a fucking stupid statement. So did you. Maybe your statement sounds like it's encouraging men to yell in women's faces during their mental breakdowns. That's a good thing to retract. Maybe you shouldn't encourage that. Zay hasn't retracted it though. Zay meant it, I guess. I don't know. But maybe she's right. Maybe we should be encouraging men to yell and cry in women's faces. You guys are right.
Boogie,
maybe I'll do more of it.
We're coming down. We have the Creator Clash interview. I'm pretty upset that Batgirl clarified that because I'm about to hang out with her IRL and I was looking forward to screaming in her face.
I'll probably still do it, just in case. Just in case. I'll probably still scream in her face a little bit, just for fun. See if she likes it.
Could you imagine as soon as we meet Batgirl and we're hanging out with her, we just go off nose to
Batgirl,
nose?
nice to meet you. Really excited to hang out with you. Are you enjoying your 4th of July? I'll do it, I promise.
Why'd you shave off your hair? Are you fucking... Oh, dude. I would have so much to say.
Oh, look, fireworks. Do you like fireworks, you dumb bitch?
No, we love Batgirl. We love Cafe. We love Ken. By the way, Ken went in on you, too.
Batgirl is saying, please scream at me now in Discord, so I guess we can.
I'm going to scream
at you. If you guys are not on the Discord, you need to get a membership and get on the fucking Discord. It's kind of amazing there.
I was like looking forward to screaming at Batgirl. So I'm glad that's back on the table. But yeah, Canon Cafe went pretty hard at you and alluded that you were abusing Desi.
Yeah, that's okay. They can say that all they want.
But
it's
look,
not true.
Look, I may criticize Zayzudit, S1K, Xylee, Rewind, freaking Cafe, all these people, right? But that's what we do here. We have opinions on each other, right? I don't hate you. I like all of you. I wish nothing but good for your show. But
like, Zay and everybody else, let me show you how it's done. Keem, say that again. Someone accused me of abusing Desi. Could you repeat that for me? What did they say?
I think Ken alluded to the fact that you were abusing Desi.
Okay, cool. Well, Ken is entitled to be wrong. That's not happening. And Ken, you're entitled to that opinion. And in fact, I really appreciate you trying to protect Desi and supporting her.
Boogie, I don't understand why you're not screaming and you're getting really defensive. I don't understand what's going on.
Well, it's because I don't abuse Desi. In fact, I'm especially good to her. And she knows that, and I know that, so I'm not worried about people being wrong about it.
Point taken, sir. All right, enough of that. Look, at the end of the day, we obviously, I think whether or not you're on the side of Boogie or Zay, I think everyone cares about Zay. A lot of people hate Boogie, but, it is what it is. But it's not coming from a place of hate.
Somebody in chat said, Boogie's lying. That's why he's calm about it. Actually, if you go back to the cancer saga, when I was lying, I was screaming. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you could be wrong about that. But I love my girl. I treat her very well. Wait till you guys see the ring I got her. I will be asking her to marry me sometime this summer. There'll probably be video of it on the show. Wait till you see this ring I got her. It's worth more than my car. It's beautiful. I love to treat my girl like the queen that she is, and I always will, motherfuckers. Cope.
I posted a video. I got to show you something real quick before we call Dad.
$67.80. You call yourself Boogie, and yet we have never seen you boogie down and dance. Get up and dance for us and your girl.
It's fat girl summer, yeah. It's the fat girl summertime, yeah. The fat bitches.
Okay. Sit down. We only have 3 minutes. All right. Thank you for the donos, by the way. We really appreciate. We got $600 already. Okay. Look, this is my side by side. All right, which I've showed you a million times, and some of you probably don't give a flying fuck about this, but I love it, so I'm just gonna show you anyways. Well, today we're over at Caveman's house, and look what his goat did.
That's my side by side.
Look how fast that little fucker is.
Nuts.
He just jumped right up on it.
God, I love goats.
But I got these.
Desi's family just got 2 new goats, including like a mini goat. It'll never get bigger than the baby size. I fucking love goats. When I saw that video earlier, I was hoping that was your goat so we could hang out with your goats. You should get goats.
Well, we can see them. They're our neighbors. But
okay, good. I'm gonna hang out with them goats.
But anyhow, what I was doing on my phone right now is I got snake skin seats now in the side by side.
What? Really?
And the creator of my seats, right, is texting me right now, and now he's making me some snake skin ones for the Cybertruck, but they're gonna take 2 months to get done.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of snake.
Slammer super chatted $19.99. You're yelling at Zay because you lying booger.
Well, I'm lying at her because she came in and ruined my show. That was originally why I'm lying at her. And I'm lying at her now to help her out.
Guys, creator clash time. All right, let's call him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to jump in my DMs and call the group chat. There was a lot of stuff that I want to cover. There was a suicide with a creator that I want to talk about. Save a Fox is a YouTuber that me and Brantley watched. Didn't get a chance to cover it, but we'll see how long this interview goes, and then maybe we can cover that. Just a sad story.
Oh, dude, Dad, I'm so excited to meet you, man. I'm gonna go fanboy a little bit. I apologize. I'm gonna let Keem do everything because I'm fanboying.
Dad, I think you're muted. Not yet. Go to the settings on on Discord and just choose the right thing. So Boogie, you feeling better? Did you get it out of your system?
I got about half of it out. I'll see if I get more of it out on Rewind tonight because I still got shit to say.
I mean, if you could box as well as you could scream and act a fool, you probably would have knocked out Jordy.
Yeah, if I came into that with this kind of fucking energy, you know. Plus, it would, now that I know abusing people helps them, I should have abused the shit out of Jordy in the ring.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we can. But the reason why I brought that up with Boogie is because when it comes to energy, you're known as the influencer boxer with all the energy. Some of your entrances into the ring, your ringside entrances, are both of them. They're viral. Both of them.
Yeah,
they're amazing. The last one blew me away, and in fact, you won an award for best entrance from Happy Punch. We did a little awards for influencer boxers.
I thought that what's his name won? The other dude. I know I was nominated, but what's the name? Padilla or what is his name?
I'm pretty sure you won, but anyhow,
maybe I did. I thought I was up for the running. I didn't think I won though. I thought that other guy won.
You should have won though.
You should have won.
I appreciate you wanting me to win.
I wish we could show.
They're fun.
I wish we could show this ring entrance right now, but we'll get hit with copyright. But it's like,
would you? Well, you could show it on my YouTube channel because I have it on my channel.
And you're not hit with copyright?
No, because I like am one of the owners of like the video.
Okay,
it's like.
Let me look that up.
Every fighter gets to upload their thing to their YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So I have my fights and my entrances.
I'm going to look for that right now. So
if you do get a strike from Bent Pixels, that's me, and I can whitelist it.
Okay. Okay. This is amazing. I have it right now. And ladies and gentlemen, we can't do anything until we start this interview with this entrance from Creator Clash 2. It's in the shared. If you want to click on that, Nathan, you can watch it yourself.
Sure.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder, there might be an M83 song, so you might want to turn it down.
Well, there is. There is. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Well, my footage is okay.
shit.
I just realized that now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to mute it. But
mute it. It's
I'll just have
an
to.
M83 song that builds and it builds and it builds.
When
and
it gets
eventually
right
it
to this
kicks in
part.
right when I run.
Oh,
So I got to tell you something. I was not planning this run at all. The part of the plan was to walk out slowly and ominously. And then when we got to the ring, like this was all like obviously this is a disaster. I just got my arm caught. But yeah, I just got so pumped and charged up back there that I just ran. My coach was like, dude, I didn't even know you were going. I was like, I didn't either. It just happened. And then I was going so fast, I didn't know what to do when I got to the ring that I just had to dive because I would have run into the ring. So I just jumped and dove over the rope and then got hung up. But yeah, I get a little too pumped up when I'm in front of a crowd.
I think that's one of the reasons it went so viral, though, is just because of how authentic it was. It didn't look planned. It didn't like you could just tell you were ready to go, man.
Yeah, chaos is definitely an energy I've had over my career of physical entertainment.
You got me
But
to
yeah, that was
literally download that song because I like had to look it up, and I'm fucking mowing the lawn like the next day or a few days after, and I'm just like, jamming out to that song. But
I'm glad it's a great song. So I normally use my own songs. I have 3 albums as dad, and I normally do. How do I get back to you guys? End this closed stream. Okay, now I see you again. Normally I like to like advertise for my songs. The first year I used one of my songs that featured Corey Graves from WWE and Matt Pat were on that song. And then the second year I was like, oh, I'm going to use another dad song. But then that song hit me, that M83 song, when I was training. I was listening to it a lot, and it felt just perfect. So
yeah,
this year I'll do another one of my own songs, but that year just felt right, like the right song to go with. Anyway, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you.
You and Harley, all right, are like the poster children of Creator Clash, like the company. All right. When people think of Creator Clash, they think about Dad and Harley from Epic Mealtime. Like those are the two main. Everyone else is kind of hit or miss or da. But you guys are like the staples. And
I don't disagree. I think there's definitely others that get, like Jayla Ray has been in it. and she made an impact. And I think also Aaron Hansen, who did it twice, he has the most views out of like all the fights, I think.
I agree, but I think you and Harley
Aaron
had,
is such a huge audience, you know. Everyone brings their own audience to it, but I guess people who don't know any of us, maybe Harley and I stand out because of like our entrances, if any.
When I'm talking about the perspective from the YouTube community, right? You guys are like the poster boys, right?
Yeah.
Everyone else, like a lot of people, some people are fucking mega famous on this platform. Sorry, we got a dono
Max
real
this
quick.
thing super chatted $19.99. Is that the side by side with the lift kit?
Sure is. But a lot of people have massive, massive audiences, millions of fans, right? But they're in an island, right? They're not collaborating with other people, so they're not well known. Like, and I think the most popular people that are known among the community is probably the Pauls, like the KSI, Sidemans, and.
Oh, you mean like in the YouTube boxing world?
No, I just mean in the community where everybody knows them, right? Because they've just done so many different collaborations with everyone else.
The Pauls are more like mainstream guys now, where like parents know their names, but like a parent wouldn't know, you know,
right?
Other YouTubers, just like a Minecrafter or something, I guess.
Yeah. But how was that? Because you're known as like a positive guy, right? And you try your hardest to stay out of drama.
I think so. I hope so. I do. And I'm a little bit hesitant even coming on here with you guys. So we should state that, because I don't want to get pulled into any drama, because I have gone 44 years with not being involved in drama. There was a little stint with Ethan and I from H3, but that's fine. That's good. We're pals again, and everything's all good. Very big misunderstanding. I do not dislike anyone or get in fights. Like, it's just not in me to do that. So,
but
just know I'm going to be cautious as you're trying to pull me down some hole here.
But you were attacked on Creator Clash 1 because Sam Hyde was banned.
Oh yeah,
right.
I think I was an easy target for him. He thought, you know, and his whole thing, and like he gets attention when they gang up on somebody, and like I'm like the good guy, So
then you were attacked.
I can see why it happened, but it was a bummer. And I actually had to message him. It's like, because he said on a Twitter thing, my friend Yoda told me, he's like, Sam Hyde just said, if anyone doesn't want me to harass them, I'll stop. And he's like, maybe you should message him. I was like, I can't message Sam Hyde. This is like crazy. So I sent him a message. I was like, can you please stop harassing me? And he said, sure. I was like, what? This is ridiculous that that's what it took. But anyway, that is very different audience
$67.80.
So
you're the GOAT, Nathan. Og YouTuber right there.
He called you an OG YouTuber. Thank you, Kellex.
I'm glad you even know who I am, honestly. Like, that's the thing with me being in Creator Clash. I do feel like sort of honored to be like, wow, I'm even like included in this, because I've been on YouTube since before there was YouTube. I was doing stuff on Adam Films and E-Bombs World, like before there was YouTube. And I've been making videos since I was in high school in the 90s. So to still be, I'm 44 now. I'm literally am the dad of YouTube. It's crazy that that you even know who I am. So thanks. K-Lax. K-Lax makes amazing music. You guys should listen to K-Lax. Like seriously, like good, like retro music.
If I may, you have such an interesting career to me, because you've talked about it before. The algorithm has never treated you right. You have these like mega virals, and everybody will know those virals, but it's hard for it to link back to you because YouTube is just never, I don't know.
Well,
it's weird.
I agree. There is a reason for that I think I've always known about. So like YouTube, unfortunately, the way YouTube works is like every YouTube channel does one thing and you do it to death. You do it forever. You never do anything else. I've always had like ADD in a way, and like I consider myself more of like a Jim Carrey type of a person, where I play characters, I do physical comedy. Every video is different. I'll do like the dance videos once every couple months. I'll do like the Trevor from GTA. I'll bring him back every couple months, and like Keith, my gaming guy. So I'm just kind of hopping around, and the audience will be like, "Oh, I like this character. Oh, I don't like that one." So they wait and wait to see when I bring back the character they like, and if I don't do it soon enough, then the algorithm.
That's how it works,
doesn't
man.
favor me.
That's why
So you have to do one thing. And I've been on YouTube literally since 2005, not doing one thing until I started the dad character, which was one character. Even that had some too much variety probably on the dad channel, which it still does. But because of that, I haven't been favored with the algorithm, and I'm fine with it, because like honestly, I just have to make what I'm gonna make, and I just, when I feel inspired for something, I do it. I live a little bit too much of that annoying artist life of like, I just gotta do what I like, and I don't make money because of it, but you know, at least I'm happy.
But that's what happens, you know, like you'll be stumbling around TikTok, right? and you'll come across like a guy that throws a rock, I don't know, and hits a tree really far away. I'm just using a stupid example, right? And it goes viral. So then he does it again and again, and he's just his entire fucking page is him throwing rocks at far trees trying to hit them, right?
And then you're stuck doing that forever.
And he's stuck doing that forever. Like, we've all seen it, right? Like, you see this viral video and you're like, oh, this guy's made like 10,000 of these same videos. That's so wild. Yeah,
because there's so many people out there. Most of them haven't seen all the other ones, and then they see that one. It's like you always have to be doing basically just running the same commercial for yourself every day until you get rich enough to retire and do nothing. And I never hit those points. So now I'm in YouTube boxing, A, because it's fun and I only have a few more years left in it because I'm getting older and it's like something to do as a life achievement. And B, because it's the only thing that's kind of really giving me some cash because like YouTube money is so low.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like a starving artist. But you know, when I look back on it all, I'll be happy. I'm actually going to be applying to be a garbage man in LA in the next week. I have the website open on my browser over here.
What?
I need to make money, so I'm gonna be a garbage man. I'm gonna see if they'll like let me do it 2 days a week, but I have a feeling because all the listings say like 40 hours a week. So I'm gonna try to I might film it too and get some content out of it, I guess. Like maybe I can double it up.
How much do you get paid for being a garbage man?
Boxing.
How much do you get paid for being a garbage man in LA?
One of them said 30. It was like a certain. I don't know if it was like a tech. I think like this role like cleaned equipment or whatever, and that was like $38 an hour. I don't know what minimum wage is now. I haven't worked a regular job. My last job was California Pizza Kitchen in Santa Monica. I was a waiter, and I got fired on Easter because I wasn't showing up enough because I was booking so many commercials for like TV commercials. It's on like way too many TV commercials in my career, and I was like, okay, I guess this is the natural progression to like stop working in a regular job and just be a full-time actor. And that was about 20 years ago now. And now I'm going back. It's been 20. I had a 20-year stint as a successful actor, but now LA is it's like really dead out here in LA. So I kind of have to do something.
Well, I just did some math. That's $80,000 a year.
It's not a lot, and you'll get tired. You'll be stinky. It won't be great. I will say I have a girlfriend, and I would like to marry her and ask her to marry me this year. And she did say, she's like, I think garbage men are hot. So I'm kind of lucky that at least she doesn't off put by it. So she's funny though. She likes weird.
Why don't you move out of California and then you could live on 40K a month or 40K a year? Excuse me.
We want to. We're going to move in together, she and I, for a year. And then I think after that year, we're going to leave Los Angeles because it's kind of like too much. I'd like to get my own house someday. And like, it'd be fun to have like a video games and arcade in a basement type of deal.
Do you want me to
do that outside of LA?
Do you want me to teach you how to be a live streamer? Because that's how you make money.
No, I live stream. I did a 12-hour nonstop dance live stream. I live streamed for 33 days straight just to beat Ludwig. Ludwig streamed for 31 days. So on Twitch 2 years ago, I was there the whole time too, 24/7, sleeping on camera. And he had like shifts with people and stuff. I was just there. I could show you, this is gonna get weird, but I have tattoos on my body that say like webcams.net and all these like spam YouTube sites that showed up in the YouTube chat because if I hit certain goals, my chat would tell me what I had to do, and I had to go get tattoos if I hit like a threshold, and I hit like $10,000, and I got these like spam website tattoos. So I know how to stream.
Well, why don't you just
like
live
a
stream?
psychopath.
I mean,
I'm planning on doing I'm gonna do a 24-hour dance stream to promote for Creator Clash 3. Putting that out there now. Dad wants to dance for 24 hours nonstop on a live stream to promote my fight. Just so I get people to watch me before I forget.
Hell yeah. Chat says you should get a show here. They're saying you should join our networks. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I don't know if you know this.
They would love you.
I don't know if you know this, but we developed this show and it became wildly successful, right? And then we developed 10 other shows. So we have shows running around the clock. I think I just fucked up my cord.
Is it on this YouTube channel?
No, 10 different YouTube channels. When we're done,
MCN.
When we're done, we redirect to an entire new channel.
Oh, so you kind of do the YouTube raid thing.
Yep.
I never see that really happen. That's cool that you guys are using that feature.
Yeah, it's kind of great actually because every show can feed into the next show and people can watch literally 12 hours of entertainment every day.
$19.99.
You guys definitely have a good amount of people.
Do you know about the island that Boogie is thinking about buying? Ask him how he dreams about the day Island D's nuts on his face.
We got 2 donos real quick.
Mark J super chatted $20. My old man hips and elderly pecs will power my fist through your dunk chest.
That was my diss track. That was my diss track on Matt Watson for Vertigosh 1 because he kept calling me
That's
old
so
man.
good.
So that was my
so
LP.
good.
Dad, this is unbelievable. This show gets #1 in super chats on all of YouTube. Like twice.
Really?
Yeah, like twice a month, 3 times a month. Like one month
cool.
we were number
shoot.
2. We were number 2 in super chats for all of YouTube for the month, for the goddamn month. It was like insane.
Wow.
So yeah,
That's cool. It's nice to have a dedicated audience that's like there for you. It definitely.
Yeah, I
keeps
can't
you,
believe
like,
the support we get.
What we did is we built like a members only, like you have to pay to get in their Discord, and it's for all the shows. So everybody's in that
that's cool.
Discord, and we just created a really cool community off it. But
Oh God damn it!
can you mute your mic? There we go. But
I
no,
know that sound. I have a Chihuahua mix, and he does the same thing.
I wanted to get
What
back.
happened to his wall? What happened? To
We
his
did
wall
that for
yesterday?
content. I had a dream that Boogie would break through the wall, and he did it.
He made it through that part of the wall, that hole.
No, he used a hammer, and then the thing is there's 2x4s right there on each side, so he can't,
So he can't get.
physically fit through.
So like, do like a Jack Nicholson type
Yeah.
of thing or something, like a Shining thing or something. I
Somebody
gotta say that I'll say this. I saw through H3 when they were watching you guys bury Boogie. I saw that. I was like, what the heck is this podcast? It's pretty funny how like unhinged you guys are, honestly.
We did a
when you're
camping-
burying him. That was pretty funny.
We did a camping trip, and I had everything planned for day 1, right? Then Wings, who used to be on the show, who's no longer, and that's a whole nother story, right? Then he had like a medical emergency, like his gallbladder busted or something, so he was gone. So now it's just me and Boogie, and we have no plan. So I just got I own a shit ton of land. I got the excavator out, and I dug a hole and buried Boogie.
Yeah, I mean, that was the best thing we did.
That was very funny. That is, I think, was your like, what, skyrocket. You got to bury Boogie more often.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we're getting back together in a couple of weeks. God knows what'll happen. So
Have you done anything cancelable lately that needs punishment?
I screamed at someone that was afraid that was an abuse victim because she kicked me off my own show. So that was probably pretty cancelable. I did that today.
Oh, today. Oh my God.
Yeah, so probably not great.
You're in good company, Dad. He's fine.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
so
my channels are very PG. Everyone, I don't get controversy. I don't say
Damn it! I
bad
keep
anymore.
getting interrupted. Damn it! We got a donut. 1 minute. If it's gonna play.
Oh,
D-Dash
Lester's. I've seen Lester's around.
416 super chatted $20. Y'all should hit the no bones dance for us.
Yeah, we should do that at the end. Okay, so I have to ask this. I'm the owner of Dromler. I need to know these things. Okay.
You still do that? I thought you retired and this is what you did now.
No.
You still do drama? Oh,
No,
someone else hosted it, right?
we moved it to Snapchat because way more money.
Snapchat is a thing still?
Way big money.
No.
Lots of views, big money. Yeah.
I thought Snapchat like went out when Vine went out.
No.
I am really behind.
I had
That's
like an
crazy to
exclusive
me.
deal with them now for like, God, a very long time. I think 5-6 years, whatever. And when my YouTube views on Dromler started going down, I'm like, bro, what am I? I think the last check I got from YouTube was like 24,000. I'm like, this is not even worth it.
Oh no, that's it. I get like $500 a month.
Okay, let me manage you.
$24,000. How many acres do you have?
300.
Shut your. No, you don't.
I do.
What am I doing wrong?
You need a man, bro. This is why. Let me explain to you why this show exists. Boogie was in financial ruin. All right, he was about to lose his house. In Wings of Redemption, I don't know if you're familiar with him at all, right?
I've heard you guys. I've heard people send me clips of this show, and I've heard you say wings before. That's all I've heard.
But Wings was like, you know, I don't know. He says he has money, but
Nail Slammer super chatted $19.99.
This is why you have
has
300
Booger
acres.
allowed to eat during live now.
If one of you pays for it, I'm eating it. That's how it works.
But the thing is like Wings would make like $300 a stream, right? Now, people were making thousands, maybe even millions of dollars on Wings and Boogie because they would make exposed videos on these guys and they would go massively viral on YouTube.
Juan super chatted $19.99. In Boogie we trust, enjoy the food.
And they called Boogie and Wings lolcows. A lolcow is like, you know, I don't know how to describe a lolcow.
I actually had to Google that name. I had to do Urban Dictionary to figure out what.
Yeah. So I'm the definition of a lolcow. Someone that if you poke on the internet, you'll get them to respond, and they probably respond like a retard. And that's me. That's me.
I'm at the stage.
That's not me.
I'm at this stage in my career, in my life, where I just like doing side quest, right? So as a side quest, I told Wings and Boogie, look, we're going to launch the show. It's going to be called Lolcow Podcast or Lolcow Live, right? And you're going to make money off yourself instead of everyone else getting the money, okay?
Yeah.
And they believed me because I had them do the boxing match and they both got 10 grand off that, right? We launched the show and quickly we learned that you can't do a podcast. You have to go live. So we switched to that. And bro, they were rolling in the dough. And so
that's cool.
Then
literally saved my house, saved my career, saved my house.
Congratulations.
The thing that really sucked about the success of the show is now it's not a side quest. Now I do the show every day. That's what sucks.
Now you're stuck. You're doing it forever now.
Yes.
It's good to have that outlet though. It's good to have a little like go to, at least a little bit of a 9 to 5 every day. Like every Wednesday I do a stream on YouTube. It's for a few hours. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the show Passions from 1999. It's a soap opera. They had like a witch in it and she's got like a toy doll. There's like magic and mystery. It's really weird soap opera. It's the coolest, best, weirdest show ever. I watch it it's all on YouTube. So I watch it every Wednesday night on my Nathan YouTube channel. And that is my 9 to 5. It basically, I get like $100 to $200 a week, and that's my paycheck for guaranteed money. But it's really fun. And I love it. Other than that, I'm always like filming or making something or trying to like perform.
Booger put the sandwich down. Dad, did you home Booger faked cancer?
Did you home? I think he means did you know? I kind of faked a little bit of cancer. Yeah, I faked a little bit of cancer.
My friend Yoda like knows what's going on the internet. He actually lives really close to you, Keem. He lives in upstate New York. But I think he saw you one time too. He's like, I think I just saw Keem driving by.
Are you talking about the Yoda master dude?
No, he's not like a YouTuber.
Oh,
His screen name is Altoid Yoda, but he just, it's sort of like has his ear. He just hears what's happening on the internet. And he told me, he's like, oh, Boogie faked cancer. He's being canceled. I was like, what the heck? And I was messaging with you, Boogie, on Twitter, I think, around that time about boxing and training. And you're like, oh, my doctor said I shouldn't box. I was like, don't do it. Like, listen to your doctor. Then the next thing I hear is like, you faked cancer. I was like, what is happening to this guy? It's everything.
It was
a lot of bad decisions.
Dad,
I made a lot of bad decisions.
You don't understand, right? I knew if I got Wings and Boogie to box that it would go massively viral. I knew it, right?
It did.
But
that was Wings who boxed you.
Yes,
he's the one who beat the living shit out of me.
Dad,
I saw that.
But Dad, here's the thing. All right, I had Anissa from and iDubbbz and fucking all these people saying Keem is a psychopath and he's going to try to get these guys killed, right?
You are a psychopath, though. You know that. They could have died for sure.
I mean, we got medically cleared and everything. Every step of the way, we did it right.
So here's the thing.
In my opinion, when I was watching that, I was like, they don't have enough skill to really hurt each other. The ref would stop it before that. But you just never know when one thing can go wrong. If you're like get your head hit, my arm went numb. That's actually why I couldn't come on your show last time, because my arm goes numb frequently. It has happened for the past like 15 years. And I was sparring whenever that was, a couple months ago, and when I get hit sometimes it pinches. So something like that could have happened to you, and you're telling me your doctor's like, you will die if you do this.
But this is the tightrope I had to walk on, right? They could die. This will be massively successful for them. They could die. This will be very good for them. And it did.
I mean, that's what people want to click on.
You know,
they do want to click on.
So it's we did I did everything I could possibly do to make this safe. Like they had big gloves, like really big gloves, right? The 20-pound or whatever ounces or whatever the fuck. We went through I had them doing all these medical tests, all this stuff. And I swear to God, I must have prayed to the God Almighty like 17, 18 different times. Please don't let them get hurt. Please don't let them get hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
don't
like
let it go wrong.
But yeah,
it is risky, you have to admit, and that's why I think
it
that
was, yeah.
Ian and Anissa definitely like want to play it smart and safe. And I loved how they were at Critical Clash 1 and 2. They checked in on with us a lot, and they wanted to make sure, because like no one, if something happened to one of the fighters, it would be on them, and it would be horrible. So there's that reason, but also you just don't want anyone to get hurt. And like Critical Clash is a very good group of fun friends. That's what it feels like. It feels like a party. It's kind of like a nerd convention. Behind the scenes, everyone's chatting and hanging out. So like when you have that energy and you're setting up the event, you like don't want those people to get hurt and regret signing up to your thing. So
well, you want them to get hurt.
Why they
just
probably
to
would
write
have
them out.
said not to do it.
But
Misfits is a little bit like, you want to get in the ring? Come on, let's go. Are you prepared? Who cares? Get in there.
I was a little confused, and it bothered me that they were criticizing me for running Wings versus Boogie when, I mean, they had some very rough mismatches. Sam Hyde called them out for some crazy mismatches that they set up, right? Where I felt like they should, take their own advice. And also iDubbbz himself.
But as a promoter, it's hard to get a perfect match for every fight, because otherwise you wouldn't have a card. So you try your best for sure.
But I mean,
and like I'm not saying it was a bad idea for you to fight Boogie. It was, obviously you were fine, and like you're not. It's not like a pro is punching you. So yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with those gloves. By the way, I got worse from my mama when I was 10. Like shit.
But my opinion is you can say that you care about safety, but your actions speak different. Like there was a horrible mismatch when the guy that replaced Froggy Fresh, right? Fought Chris Raygun
from Good Mythical Morning. I think he's from.
Yeah, that was like a horrible mismatch, and it's like you also got.
Remember their match.
You got iDubbbz who
well,
went
you could
to
say
go.
you could say my first match was horrible, but on paper I should have lost. He was 27, I was 41. He had longer arms than me, and look at Slim, skinniest guy out there, and he can knock people out because it's all in the hips.
Yep.
So you could say that about my fight as well, but this is my like sort of defense in case anyone does say that. But mentally, you don't know how someone is. I thought Matt was training to kill me, and so I trained to kill Mike Tyson. And that's why that 22-second fight happened. But yeah, I agree. It's hard to make a perfect match. I don't think any of the Critical Clash matches have ever been like controversial though, where it's like, oh, this is so one-sided.
No, it was that one
too.
It was that
when
one.
They get in the ring.
It was that one where the guy went in to replace Froggy Fresh in Creator Clash 2. It went viral for the mismatch. It was. I mean, multiple people covered it.
I remember that one.
No.
I remember who did he fight?
He fought
Chris Raygun.
It was Chris Raygun fought like it was a black guy, and he was like way bigger. And like I just remember
the other guy is from Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah. But my point is this, like, iDubbbz, he shouldn't have fought again after that terrible showing with Mike, Dr. Mike. And then,
that was hard to watch.
And then he goes on.
That was tough. That was a hard fight to watch. Yeah.
And then he went on to fight Alex Wasabi, and it's like, Alex Wasabi has more experience than Dr. Mike. What are you doing?
Yeah. And I've sparred with Alex. I trained with him a good amount. He's on another level. Like, and I'm not a good boxer. I'll never say I'm a good boxer. I just kind of have energy.
Boogie.
But yeah, Alex is hard to. I will say this about Ian though. At least he's not just. He's going a little too far where it's a little too hard for him against him, but it's admirable that he's not picking easy fights. He's my first coach from Critical Clash 1 and 2 said that Ian has the most guts and heart out of anyone he's ever seen, which I agree with.
I agree with that as well. But I gotta say, Boogie, who do you think got it worse? You versus Wings or iDubbbz in either one of his matches?
iDubbbz, dude. I wasn't even sore the next day. iDubbbz, I took him a month to recover.
Anissa, come on. You really care about safety? Come on. Let's be real.
Yeah, bro. We were using 24-ounce gloves, man. It was like getting tickled.
I think you can feel both things though. Like I care about safety, obviously. I want to do things right, but I also get hit by cars in my videos. I do things that are very risky and dangerous, but you do certain things because you want the product to come out, and then but along the way you try as hard as you can to make sure you're being as close as you can to the safest route.
But I wanted to finish up this thought now that I brought them up is on Creator Clash 1, you got hate, you had Sam Hyde and other people calling you out.
No, it was 2. Creator Clash 1 was amazing for me. It was basically me and the Super Mega guys. Matt, my opponent, was from Super Mega, and the whole bit was like dad's gonna kill you kind of thing because his audience like was against him, so it was like very comedic and funny, and he and I communicated a lot. Creator Clash 2 was tough because the miscommunication with me and Ethan, and then the Sam stuff made it like even worse, and I was like, what am I doing? Like I was just like I was breaking down and like getting very upset because I was like, I didn't want this. Like I've come from this little world of YouTube where I just do like sketch comedy and characters, and like now I'm being like assaulted by people. I didn't ask for this. Like, why is this happening? It was just very shocking to me, and I got through it, and it's all fine now, and everything has been amended with everybody.
But the reason why you got the heat and Harley got the heat is because you guys are the poster boys of Creator Clash.
Yeah.
They didn't go after
for sure.
They didn't go after anyone else. It was just you, and they look at you guys as the representatives of Creator Clash. And to someone who isn't in controversy at all and has a positive YouTube channel, I thought it was wild that you were constantly the one that people were referencing and dragging. So I want to know. I want to know how you feel about that. You know, you're a part of this thing. The owners are making some dumb decisions, right? That cause controversy, right? Yeah. And then you take the heat for it.
I don't think I took the heat for anything anyone else did. For Creator Clash 1 and 2. Creator Clash 3, this whole thing has been a little different story. But like Creator Clash 2, I can explain the whole misunderstanding with me and Ethan, and we've talked and everything's good. And AB and I were friends throughout the whole thing. And I vented on a live stream and I said stuff because I was upset because the whole bit, I don't want to get into this whole rant, but like the explanation for like Ethan and I was, I approached the feud with AB as like a character like I did with Matt. Like, I'm Dadbot. I'm a robot. I'm programmed to kill you. That's like the character.
Mm-hmm.
So all my promo stuff against AB was always like, Dad's going to use his quantum fist and knock you into another dimension. It was like just very silly stuff.
Right.
And like, I don't drop the character. And then AB, since he's not very vocal, he's like, oh, Ethan's just going to be like my hype man. And then Ethan just started saying stuff about Nathan Barnatt and like my acting career. And I was like, what? This is the bit we're doing now? And I didn't want to like acknowledge that stuff and be like, go along with it and make that the bit. So the whole time I kept going, Dad bot will kill you. Please, Ethan. I'm thinking, please, Ethan, go along with this bit I'm doing. And then Ethan just kept doing Ethan was doing his bit that he does with Oliver Tree. And it's really funny when they do that. And I've cried laughing watching him and Oliver yell at each other. But it didn't work with me because I wasn't doing it back to him. So we're both like trying to do different bits. And then I got emotional and I got upset because my feelings got hurt because he was talking about stuff. And then a girlfriend, one of my best friend had passed away sort of throughout recently during that process. And it got mentioned and their chat was kind of coming out. I mean, I was just so like not myself and in my head so much that I just like broke down on a live stream and that blew it up. It was a mess. It's over. It's all good. I have no hate for Ethan. I've sent him like joke things recently on Instagram. So like we're good. AB and I were friends the whole through the way. That's that whole situation.
I wasn't even referring to that.
Out. But the other thing with Sam was Sam just was picking people that he could make fun of and he's getting views and that's his thing. Yeah. And that ended when I said, please stop.
But I wasn't even referencing that. I was just referencing when Creator Clash gets attacked on Twitter, right? They seem to come at you and Harley.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have Twitter, so I don't see what's going on anywhere.
All right. So we're talking about two different things. All right.
Sorry. I was going back from 2 years ago to stuff with me and Ethan, which is all long over now.
Yeah, no, trust me, when Creator Clash 2 failed, you got drugged. They dragged you hard.
After Creator Clash 1, after Creator Clash 1, when Sam Hyde was banned, you got a lot of shit. You may have not seen it. I saw it on Twitter. On Creator Clash 2, when Froggy Fresh was kicked out, you got a lot of shit leading up to it. Now, your performance was so good that the shit all stopped, right? Because you went viral. You were a standout at the event, right? Yeah. But now we're in Creator Clash 3, and now the whole thing has blown up. Can you explain to this audience what it's like to be a boxer in Creator Clash 3? You've lived through these two other controversies that the owners did, the creators did, and now they decide to make a content cop on H3, Ethan Klein, and the side narrative of this is the war in the Middle East, the most controversial topic in the entire world. The war in the Middle East is the side narrative to this content cop. These are the owners and the creators of Creator Clash that decide to get into this conflict.
A little bit controversial there. A little controversial choice.
What were your thoughts when this happened?
I have a few thoughts. It's obviously not the type of content I would make as a person, but I'm never going to judge someone or say you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. Like, that's what Ian does. He does these content cop things. So he told me about that. We went camping. A bunch of us boxers went camping. We were doing training. My coach went. He was training us all as we were camping. And then Ian and I were walking around picking up firewood. And he told me, he's like, oh, I'm filming a content cop. I'm doing it on Ethan. And I was like, fine. And then I was like, and I thought, oh, my head went immediately to, okay, this is a work. This is like WWE. They're going to have a feud. It's going to get a ton of attention. They'll make up right before Critter Clash. There'll be so much engagement leading up to the fight. Boom.
No.
Everything's all good. And then when I realized that when he was talking to me, I was like, this might not be what's happening. Okay.
No,
I started
you
kinda
thought
getting, like,
that
panicky.
real quick. You thought that originally because you were assuming that this guy knows how to promote his event. He doesn't.
Yeah. Well,
he doesn't.
I know. And then and I
at
was thinking,
all.
okay,
we've had to promote it.
maybe he doesn't
I've
wanna
had
let
to
me
promote
know in
Creator
on it.
Clash. Ethan Klein had to promote Creator Clash. The other creators that have no involvement with Creator Clash have had to promote this event every fucking year. But go ahead.
So when he said that, I wasn't going to say you shouldn't do that because I'm never going to tell anyone what you should and shouldn't make. It's your life to do. You know, I'm thinking maybe he has this figured out. Maybe he knows it won't affect it. Maybe this. I was concerned about it for sure. And then I talked to another Ren from Corridor. He and I trained together, and we talked about it. We're like, okay, because he's talking about it on the camping trip. We're like, we hope that it's, you know, gonna be okay and he'll figure it out. And then I asked him on that trip, I was like, what's up with because I tried physically counting every single taken seat on Ticketmaster because I was curious myself. I was like, I really want to know if people are going to be there. Like, I don't know what's the count. So I did a map. I was drawing on it. I was doing sectioning off sections. I finished counting. I was counting everything. And then Ian was like, oh, don't pay attention to that because this Ticketmaster is a little tricky with what they show has sold and hasn't sold. It's hard to know. It's their like method of selling tickets. And I was like, okay. So I just counted 5,000 tickets for no reason. But when he said that, he said, we're not super pumped right now on what the ticket sales are. And then Ren and I both were like, okay, hopefully. Then Ian said, we do have things planned. We're going to do promotional stuff. We have stuff planned. We're not too worried because like towards the end is when people really go for tickets. But at that point, it hadn't been selling the same as the year one had. Year one was just like super, everyone got excited and it skyrocketed. So year two, it's hard to repeat that for any event. Understandable. But so when he said the content cop and then he said the tickets, I was like, this isn't good. Like, why is he going to do this? But I'm never going to say, don't make what you want to make. It's not my job. I'm just here to box and hopefully I get the opportunity to do it. But I was nervous I wasn't going to get the chance to do it because my whole thing for me is like, I'm 44. I have to box. The big reason I'm on this podcast right now is because I really want to fight on Misfits. I want to do Creator Clash 3. I'm talking to Mams yesterday. I'm trying so hard to get on the next event because I only have like this tiny window left to do this. I'm having these neck problems with the pinched nerve. I see spots now, like flashes a lot from sparring this year. And I'm like, oh my God, the window's closing. And my girlfriend, like, I really want to get a house and I need these checks to like get that house. I want to get out of this safe and go move in a house with my girlfriend after I propose and to have a happy life. But I have to do it now.
Okay. But
so
Dad, listen to me. Listen to me.
Is what I'm trying to
listen
say.
to me. I get it, right? But Anissa and iDubbbz, all right, act like they care so much about these boxers. They're taking them on camping trips. They're buying hotels. They're doing this and they act like they care so much. They care about their safety, right? But they don't care enough for you to have a successful boxing match. They blew up their event. This is what I'm saying, right? There's talking and then there's walking. This is so infuriating to anybody with logic, right?
It is frustrating because we were looking forward to Creator Clash 3. We were considering buying tickets to support you ringside, man.
Yeah. But also, you guys definitely could have gone. I remember seeing something about you guys wondering if
I was worried that we were banned. They blocked me.
No.
They blocked me on Twitter because I
Blocked me too.
criticized them banning Froggy Fresh, right?
I know
me.
no one would have. I know no one would have stopped you if you would have gone, but then no one's gonna publicly say
They
that,
blocked
you know?
me on Twitter because I said I missed the carefree fun iDubbbz that just ate trash, ate fucking chicken nugget. Like what else? I enjoyed that guy. I enjoed him. What was wrong with saying that?
Wait, I gotta get this out. I gotta get this out.
Okay.
I
sure.
offered my services. All right. And I have a long track record of doing live events, doing gaming events, and they've all been wildly successful, right? I offered my services to Creator Clash for free. For free. And I think it was around the beginning of Creator Clash 2. No, we're good. Okay.
Well, but you gotta understand, you and Ian have a long history of like beefing on each other and hating on each other. It's weird. You guys have a history that makes your relationship rocky. It can't just like flip the switch. I think you could flip a switch and be like, yeah, that's over. We're done. Whatever.
He tried.
But
I don't
I
hold
would be
grudges.
hesitant if this person made fun of me my whole career to be like, well, should I trust this guy? You can't blame them. I think they just wanted to do it on their own.
No,
I do think it'd be nice for everyone on the internet to bury their beefs that they all have and everyone just gets along. But to answer your question,
I can only come to the conclusion. Let me finish this real quick. I could only come to the conclusion this was not about charity. This was not about doing a great event. That there had to be some alternative motive. Because when it comes to having a successful event, controversy, like banning Sam Hyde, kicking out Froggy Fresh, or making a content cop on Ethan Klein, it is so easy to understand this would be bad for the business. There has to be some other motive other than charity and other, let's have a fun time with no drama boxing. There has to be a different motive at play. There has to be.
I feel, as just myself and as I've gone through life, I can always see everyone's side for everything. And I do feel like I'm pretty diplomatic and I can understand their reasoning for like, obviously Sam Hyde is a super controversial guy. If he goes, who knows what he might do? He might hold up a sign that says something really crazy, and the people who sponsored it would be very upset. It's a business. It's not a smart business move, right? So like, you don't want to go. You can't just accept everyone and trust everyone because you have to be smart about these things. And people do try to sabotage things, but at the same time, I don't think some of the stuff they have done has been the smartest either. Like putting out that video, I did say in a text to Nisa, I was like, couldn't have waited a couple months, like. And then she said it had to come out then but I understand that too, because it's like, all right, you're passionate. The time is now. I'm inspired. I'm going to make this. I want to respond to what has been said topically. If that's what you do and you do things that are topical, I get it. That's why you want to put it out. But you also have a conflict here because you have an event. Yeah. And all these boxers like me, I would say in a way, I'm an innocent bystander, and so are all these other boxers who are like,
I would agree.
Involved in the
what she
like,
said
Harley
to
and I
you,
get in here and we talk.
What
these other people don't, and they're like now suffering.
Exactly,
and they haven't said anything. And
exactly, because it's only.
I will kind of go out and try to politely defend myself and defend the event because I love Creator Clash. I think it's amazing. The new people who are involved are all my friends. I love them. They're very successful people, and they know what they're doing. I think Creator Clash 3 is going to be great now that it has this new
because it's
start.
Only about them. And here's the thing: when she told
they're not involved anymore. Is the thing? They're not even a part
let me finish what I'm saying. When she told you, oh, it had to come out at this time, she was dead wrong. It didn't have to come out at this time. Because did she know by uploading that video that she was going to step away from Creator Clash?
Yeah, I know.
So she was dead wrong.
I don't think it needed to come out.
Dead wrong.
It was a dumb idea. My opinion, personally, I have no problem with Ian or Anissa. Like, they haven't done wrong to me, other than that video, which I think was kind of ignorant to put out at that point. I just wouldn't have done that because the event to me would have been more important personally, but I'm never going to tell them what to do. Like you just got to do what you're going to do and hope it doesn't ruin too many lives in a way. Like, I'm disappointed personally because I'm like, crap, dude, I only have so much time to do this. And now it's getting pushed. I'm going to be 45 probably or close to it when this thing actually happens.
Wow.
If it doesn't happen soon. And I don't want to be doing this that long. I really want to retire from this. So I was bummed and upset about that video for that reason. And I agree with like what most people are saying in regards to that content cop. It was just a shame, I feel.
Yeah.
Well, are you still getting the same amount of money and everything? Or has that all changed with them?
I think they mentioned everything. I think Aaron and Ethan, everyone mentioned in the video. I don't know. Maybe they didn't mention it in the video. Yeah, they're gonna give us a bonus. Everyone's getting the same bonus amount of money since it's extending to. Because I'm still training and I'm still training with my coach. So it's gonna be when the fight happens on October 25th. It'll be. I started in December training last year, and then I'm ending basically November at the end, like Halloween. So it'll be a full year of training, and I have no money, so I need money to keep going. So they will be giving a little extra money for us to keep
Well, I
training.
just think that's wild.
But
I think
really
that's
wanna get on
wild. I
Misfits
think
in the
that is
meantime
so
or something if
fucking
I
insane.
can.
I think that's so insane that they can ask one of these influencer boxers, right, to be training this long, then blow up the event and be, oopsie, not our fault. It's our haters' fault, right? You're left here with no money. You've been training for a year straight. What, to go fight a fucking YouTuber? Who are you fighting?
His name's Jago. I think it's Jago or Jago. He used to be a Minecrafter. He was in there with
And so you're
Jack
just gonna
Manifold.
knock this guy
He's
out.
like a British Minecrafter.
You're gonna knock this guy out, clearly, right?
No, this guy knows how to box. He's boxed twice. He won one of his fights. He's also like 26 or something, so, and I'm 44. So it will be a challenge this fight. I didn't even really want to do this fight, honestly. I had Nexpo was at Criticosh 2, and that was the natural build, and he was on camera, and he and I have a natural history. Dad and Nexpo have a beef that we've been doing for a year. It would have been a great.
iDubbbz, Anissa, you care about your influencer boxers. You care about them so much. Give this guy 10 grand. Give this guy 10 grand.
No.
That's what I got
Give
paid.
him $10,000.
That's what I got paid.
No, I'm serious.
No,
I'm serious.
well, I'm gonna
I could
get
help
money
you
for
out.
training for
I
this
could
next
help you out. Ethan could help you
bit.
out. There's a million people that can help you out, right, Dad? But the person that owes you money for all your time and all your troubles is literally Anissa and iDubbbz. Give him 10 grand. Give him $10,000. He's been training for a year. He's went viral on Creator Clash 1, Creator Clash 2. This guy has taken so much shit just because of your mistakes, because he's the poster boy. He's the guy that goes viral, right? He's the guy that helped build Creator Clash. And now he's over here suffering? Well, this is bullshit. Give him
There's no doubt you
$10,000.
deserve
I
to be taken care
demand
of. I genuinely
$10,000
believe
for
that.
Nathan Barnatt, aka Dadbot. I demand it. I absolutely demand it. It's ridiculous.
I don't want money that it's not. I don't want people just to give me money.
It's
Like,
ridiculous.
everyone did the same thing. I trained.
It's
I fought. I
ridiculous.
did my
It's
fight. I did promotion.
insane.
I happened to go viral. It's not. I can't control
It's
that.
insane.
And
We
other fighters
just need
can't
to
either, so I
make
don't
this
deserve anything
content cop
extra.
so bad, even though it's going to completely fuck you over. And then they're going to preach that they care so much about these influencers. You know what shit I got when they're telling people I don't care about Wings or Boogie? Motherfucker, I
Zachary
gave
Wood
them
super
10
chatted
grand.
$20. Donate, great show, but need to kick him out.
Dude.
The thing is, they're not a part of Criticosh. This is something I want to say to the internet. I know the bit
Tell him on
is to
Twitter right
hate
now.
on-
$10,000. I want Dad to get $10,000 from them. Go ahead.
They don't have to give me anything. I did what I was supposed to do. They paid me for what I did. I did the same as everyone else. Just because I go viral, I can't control that. The other fighters can't control it. I shouldn't get extra money because something I did got views more so than someone else. That would be unfair. But
I just agree. YouTube rewards people for going viral. Every
I
other
know, but, like,
platform does.
why
Why
would
not them?
the boxing organization? It has to be neutral. It has to be equal because otherwise it's unfair, and then people would be like, upset
Dude, they're just
about
not
it.
loyal. It drives me nuts how unloyal they are, all right? They backstab Ethan, right? They backstab all their fighters. They cause the problem, and then they're like, hey, guys, we're distancing ourselves. Okay, you know what that means? Just so you understand, Dad, that means everybody that actually fucking likes Anissa and actually loves iDubbbz, the people that are still their fans, are not going to support Creator Clash. They have fucked you twice, Dad. Wake up.
But dude, they're not a part of Creator Clash.
Exactly. So their
It's a whole
fans
new
are not
group.
going to support Creator Clash 3. They fucking fucked you so bad by leaving.
No, I think I will say this. Yes, they were controversial. What was happening was bad. I think the smartest, most logical thing to do was separate. They had to. Otherwise, this would just be like a dog pile. And now I feel like as people are trying to keep hating on Creator Clash and they're not really involved, so people are looking. The internet in general loves to beat the dead horse. Creator Clash is a bunch of innocent people at this point. The promoters who are involved and the fighters involved have nothing to do with this controversy. We just want to box. We just want to put on an event, and we want to do what we did in Creator Clash 1. But it's like the internet won't let us do that.
Well,
the
shout out
wants to ruin it because it's fun to make things burn, and it's a bit unfair to the people like us who are training so hard.
But again, I don't think it's the internet that burnt this down. I think it was that content.
I think that
That's what I
content
think.
cop started the fire, but now everyone's really enjoying the fire, and we should let the fire burn out and let this new event, which is separate.
That's fair.
Yeah,
We're
the ones who did nothing wrong that are getting affected. Like Ian and Lisa are gone.
I personally feel like
personal stuff.
Personally feel like I'm glad they're gone from it because, like you said, I do want to see the event happen, and I think if they stay connected to it, it was never going to happen. You know,
exactly.
To the promoters,
the event.
To the promoters that are trying to salvage the event, they fucked you by leaving. They fucked you because their fans, like the people that sit there and tweet, "You go, Queen Anissa." The people that have, I love this new iDubbbz. They're not gonna watch Creator Clash 3. They're not gonna watch it.
I mean,
they're
fair.
not because they're not a part of it anymore. So they caused the controversy, which gives Creator Clash hate for the third Creator Clash in a row, and then they leave, taking their audience with them.
But what I want to ask, what is the point of this? Like people are in the chat right now are saying like, I'm not loyal to them because they're not involved. We have it's a whole new group of people. I'm not talking about Ian and Issa because they're not even in this conversation anymore. We can keep yelling and saying Ian and Issa are stupid, sure, but that's just pointless. We're just saying the same thing. They're not here. Creator Clash isn't them anymore. If we want to yell at them, go to their Instagram and yell at them. But like Creator Clash, why does Creator Clash have to keep being associated with them?
I'm all
when it's not anymore.
I'm all for supporting Creator Clash 3. Just like I supported Creator Clash 1 and 2, regardless if they're involved or not.
But when you say this hate stuff, you're not supporting it. You're saying, I want to support Creator Clash 3, but F Creator Clash 3 and the people who used to be associated with it that aren't associated anymore.
Oh, no. I criticize them, but I watch it. I pay for it. Creator Clash.
Both.
Anissa gave me a free ticket for Creator Clash 1 to watch it, the pay-per-view, free, right? But the second one, I paid for it, all right? I watched it, and I was paying for the third one, but not only paying for it, Dad, I wanted to go to it. You don't understand. I love Creator Clash, right? Don't take my criticism for what they've done to screw over my fellow creators and themselves and their event, destroy their event. But my passion comes from me loving this thing, Dad. I truly do.
No, I believe you. I know you like Creator Clash because I've seen you talk about it in the past, and you like it does feel like a big 80s style WWF old school YouTube version of that kind of it's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me say this. I think the consensus from the internet, some comment here just said this person just said that addressing me that I think that if the captain abandons the ship, they can't be criticized anymore if the ship sinks. I don't think that. Ian and Anissa, you can criticize them till the end of time. I'm never going to tell you to not do that. But what I'm asking people to do is not ruin the event that these new people are in. So say the ship sinks and a new group of people pull that ship out of the ocean, patch it up, and start sailing it again. It's a new ship. Are you going to just start throwing rocks at that ship because Ian and Anissa used to own it? Why do that? That's sort of like petty at this point.
That's not what we're saying at all. What I'm saying is...
That's
what I'm saying
this
is
conversation is doing that because the conversation should move on, but the internet doesn't want to move on.
Well, let me change the conversation a little bit, Dad. I'm promising you right now, if Creator Clash 3 gets off the ground, we will promote it. We are going to be there. I will buy my ticket. I will be ringside rooting for you.
Yeah, we also have to have common sense, real quick. We also have to common sense, right? So you have Creator Clash with the new promoters, right? That's a story. Yep. And then you have the content cop, and they made it on Ethan. Ethan responds back, right? And then they get so much pushback that they left, and now it's 3 Creator Clashes in a row where they've caused controversy. So which story is more appealing? It's not that the internet won't let it go.
I understand.
This is the only story that people care about. They don't care about this new story. They're not going to. That's why they fucked you by leaving.
I know.
If they would have stayed, if they would have stayed in Creator Clash and not left, right? More people will be watching Creator Clash 3. They fucked you twice. I promise you that.
I'm not going to argue with that. Yes, I know there's things that were done that has screwed me and screwed the other fighters. I don't think that was the intention. They were kind of thinking about their own thing and doing their own thing. Sure, whatever the reason, it happened, and now it happened. I'm not going to hate on anyone. I don't agree with the videos that were put out. I'm not supporting anyone. I don't want to sound like I'm like defending them, because I'm not. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep my event that I'm putting so much energy into. I want to make sure it happens.
Well, let's focus on
the people involved now.
Let's focus on that, because we only have 7 minutes left. Tell us like what Creator Clash is going to be. Like, let's promote it. Let's talk about it then in a positive way.
Yeah.
And for me and the people I know that are involved, it's a bunch of like it's the fun YouTube boxing event that's not like Misfits is more like almost pros, almost amateur boxers. Creator Clash became, in my opinion, like the video game convention of boxing matches. It's the fun creator, artist, weirdo, musician boxing event. Everyone's cosplaying in the audience. It's very accepting and welcoming of like all people. It's awesome. It's not just a bunch of bros there to like watch, boxing. It's great. And it's very accepting, and I love it. And it's super fun. And everyone's encouraged to do really weird entrances and do whatever you want. That's why I've blown up, because of my weird Harley and I and our entrances. And it's like this whole conversations about like, what do you need? What kind of costume stuff do you need? Where do you want to come from? And no one's trying to look cool in Creator Clash is what I like. And everyone's working really hard. And all these people are like super successful that have like own companies, and they're like doing this on the side. So I think it's like, just like anyone who's a YouTube boxer or influencer boxer, they deserve respect, because you're doing a 24-hour job and then boxing on top of it. I think Creator Clash is just gonna be a fun, like Creator Clash 1. I think now Creator Clash 3 is gearing up to be more like Creator Clash 1 than it was previously.
So let me ask you a question. What's the difference now that they're out of the picture? Like, are you noticing any differences in how it's being run?
Yes, it's way more chill behind the scenes, and it's way more like they're checking in and asking how we're doing. There's like meetings and emails and concerns and questions are being answered all the time, because they don't want anyone to be upset or feel like.
So it wasn't chill before?
It was, but it was almost like it was, but now there's more of an emphasis on it, because they want to make sure that everyone, it's almost like overly like cautious in a way, not in a nervous way, but it just feels like, okay, they're paying attention. We want to make sure everyone's happy and wants to do this, and everyone has an out. If anyone wants to leave, feel free. Like this, it's just very open conversation.
Did you hear about this? I love it. Did you know Wade Plem, right? Wade, he like Wade. Covers like boxing and all that stuff. He came out with a story saying, based on his math, that Anissa and iDubbbz like walked away with like $1 million or something like that, which I think it did get corrected, and it was not quite that much. What did you think about that?
I don't know. If you set up an event and you're like running it, like you probably would expect to get paid. I didn't do any of that. I just trained and fought. I know, but
for me as a viewer, I got like, charity. We're doing this for charity. Like I just kept getting slapped in the face with, this is for charity. You have to watch Creator Clash. It's charity, 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 charity. Like I got hit with charity in the promotion like every single day from Creator Clash. When he put out those numbers, I don't know if they're real or not. And I think there was some pushback from iDubbbz that it was off by something, right? But when I'm hearing that they're walking away with like a lot of money, I'm like, well, wait, I thought it was about charity.
I don't know anything about what anyone made, and I haven't seen any of those videos. But I mean, if you create an event, like I was trying to set up a YouTuber wrestling event where it's like WWF style, and everyone trains with the actual wrestler, and then we put on a wrestling show. I wanted to create that event, and if I would hope that I would make some money from it by being the creator of that event. So maybe if they did, that's cool. If that's part of the plan from the beginning.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I feel like Creator Clash, the brand, was successful, right? And its creation, and it's 1 and it's 2, not 3, because we haven't seen it, right? And I think they should make money. Don't get me wrong. I think they should make money. But I also think you never, ever, ever should attach charity to it at all. Because charity...
That's a tricky thing,
Because when you attach charity to it, then you're leaning on fellow creators. Are you a good person? Do you want to box for charity? You're leaning on your viewers. Are you a good person? Do you want to donate to charity and watch this boxing event? And then when it comes out that Wade makes that video and says, hey, I think if my math is right, they made like $1 million. Then you just have an awful opinion on these people that were jamming charity down your throat.
Yeah, I don't think that was the intention, but because I think it was supposed to be like that was what differentiates Critter Clash from other events is it's a charity event. But now it's hard to balance that because most boxing events are just boxing events and they're for profit and no one cares. No one really wants it to be for charity. I think it's admirable and it's great, obviously, to always do things for charity if you can. But I feel it's a hard thing to mix a YouTuber boxing event and a charity. It's hard to navigate because it's like, well, who made money? Why did they make money and they didn't go to charity? Well, the boxers need to make a little bit of money. Well, the boxers should be doing it for free. But like some creators like myself can't afford to do it for free or donate my time. But like a huge creator, sure, they could because they're rich. So it's like tricky because everyone's going to have an opinion on it and you can't make everyone happy. Yes, it's tricky to make a charity event and for profit a little bit. I think you should either do one or the other. If it was me, I wouldn't do the charity. I'd be like, sorry, if you guys want to donate to charity, go for it. But I'm keeping this money because I need the money.
They never should involve the charity at all. Because then there wouldn't be this weird thing. This is for charity.
But you got to try. You got to try things. And I think it's cool they tried it. It worked the first year. It was over $1 million. That was
what they should have done?
Harder to do now.
They should have walked away with that $1 million, and then after the fact, them personally donate that money to charity. And then you don't have to use it in the promotion. You don't have to use it to guilt trip boxers. We only have 1 minute left. So, Dad, plug Creator Clash 3.
October 25th, Creator Clash 3. I'm fighting Jago, and hopefully I will win. That's the worst.
We're gonna go.
We'll be there.
If we can go, new promoters, if you're seeing this, we would like to go. We want front row tickets. Hook us up.
Fucking go.
We'll go.
I hope you do.
And we'll promote it.
Thank you for having me on.
And we'll promote it.
Coming,
you know, I've promoted, by the way, I promote it 1, 2, and I will promote 3. I love this thing. This is not coming from a place of hate. Dad, thank you so much. You've been a great guest.
I believe you.
See you,
Thanks,
man.
guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We ran out of time. Man, I love those interesting conversations. Guys, thank you so much for not donating. And I'm serious, for not interrupting that. I was getting a little frustrated not being able to talk, but once I got into a flow of things, I feel like I got some good stuff out. So I hope you enjoyed that. And tomorrow we'll be back with our regular shenanigans. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning out today. And we'll see you tomorrow.